What's up, guys? This is a quick minute on the Weimar Republic because that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, so pretty much the Weimar Republic was the state of Germany from the end of World War I up until Hitler's takeover. Um, it's an unofficial designation for the German state. It's just kind of one that historians kind of gave it because it was signed in the city of Weimar. Some interesting stuff that happened. There's in 1918, right when the republic kind of took formed. Um, there was a communist revolution which failed. So that was cool. There was a the army of the Weimar Republic was severely limited because of the Treaty of Versailles, which we talked about in class. So that's cool. There's could only be 100,000 soldiers and 15,000 sailors. Um, remaining under the control of German officers. So pretty much like those are like the lower ranking. You can only have 100,000 and 15, which is pretty interesting. Despite the reorganization, it still fell under. Um, the Allies from the Treaty of Versailles occupied the Rhineland, which was a large part of land bordering Belgium, the Netherlands, and France that was connected with the Rhine River. Um, yeah, and they did that for a few reasons. It lasted until 1936, I believe, which is and that was due to Hitler's actions. Um, the actual amount of reparations Germany had to pay was 132 billion marks. And marks was the German currency at that time, and they had to do it based on the London schedule, which is basically like how much the mark was worth in comparison to the London currency, which is kind of interesting. The early post-war years were not very good. There was a large amount of inflation that came around. Um, it was very bad. People would like put you use money as like wallpaper in houses because there wasn't anything they could do. The Republic was basically attacked by radicals on both sides of the political spectrum. There was almost constant communist incursions for probably a decade, as well as there was, as we all know, like the right wing nationalists with the Nazi Party. Um, it was pretty much constant. There was a golden era for about like 5 years from 1924 to 1925, and golden eras should be in quotes because it still wasn't pretty, but there was starting to bring some reforms into the nation, and then it started to decline by 1930, which kind of happened because of the Depression, and it ended with Hitler's takeover of the Weimar Republic in 1933. Um, around this time, again, there was even more class division, or not class division, political division, where the right and left would become more and more politically extreme. This led to eventually the Chancellor of Germany, not the Chancellor of Germany at the time, the President of Germany at the time, giving the chancellorship to Hitler because the Nazi Party had the largest single majority of like 33% roughly in in Parliament in 1933, and then Hitler slowly consolidated power until he became the Fuhrer, which that all led to the end of the Weimar Republic. So that's pretty much a really short information on the Weimar Republic. There again, this is really important because it shows the rise of power, Hitler's rise to power, as well as kind of how the end of World War One actively caused it. And if I didn't mention that, the reparations and the Great Depression in Germany led quite like the pain and suffering that came from that led to the Hitler's takeover because of when people are hurting generally, and this is something you can observe anywhere. When people are hurting, they tend to go to the extremes of what people are saying needs to be done. Um, but yeah, right, Weimar Republic, fun time. Oh, slightly off topic note, but the Emperor slash King of Germany, or Kaiser of Germany, I guess is the correct term, during this time and up until his death actually lived in the Netherlands, which is kind of a fun fact. But anyway, I'm going to end this off here. Have an amazing day. Peace.